Hey everyone, it's Mike Oxlong reporting. Technical difficulties. Sorry, not sorry. Hello everyone, it's Mike Oxlong reporting. I might not have the fancy little red dress or my hair done like Jennifer or be slick like Dave, but we can bring you the breaking news, the exclusive stories, and never before seen footage. All in one big package. In one place at one time with Mike Oxlong here reporting on the Freedom News Network. Today we're going to take you inside last week's controversial arrest of Lane Myers as he entered court. We have some footage to share. This has never been seen. The Freedom News had to fight for this and fight for this to get this footage, never before seen footage. And so we're going to go over some of the things of that we've discovered in our investigation as Mike Oxlong reports. We've discovered that Samantha Walker, someone we're very familiar with from other reports, is going to be the one that has to make a mess. I mean, chicken salad out of chicken shit. Okay, remember now, Lane Myers was arrested on his Lane Myers was arrested on his way into court because this was so important. Because what? Oh wait, let me give the viewers. Hey, viewer discretion. This is live, so if you're at work or there's people that are sensitive to violence and graphic content, and you know the images contained are not for everybody. Like we're gonna go. Remember now, the video we're gonna watch led to somebody being arrested as they went into court. So this wasn't jaywalking or anything, was it? And so it was so serious that the SWAT team arrested the person who's, remember now, it's alleged here at Freedom News, it's alleged. So make sure you understand that what you're about to see is not going to be for everybody to, you might need to, these are serious charges. A man was accused of, you know, some serious charges, as we'll see.
Well, I didn't think you had it in you.
I'm your huckleberry.
Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Fight's not with you, Holiday.
I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't. And this time, it's legal.
All right, Lunger. Let's do it. Say when.
Remember now, the footage contained that we're about to watch on the Freedom News Network is graphic in nature, and therefore there must be a disclaimer. When we say up in smoke, we mean their soul, not their body. So, now be prepared. This is graphic, people. This is graphic content. Oh, I gotta switch the screen. Give me a second. All right. This is graphic content. Viewer discretion advised. A man went to jail for what you're about to see. Give me a second. I just accidentally had it already and deleted it. And let me switch this back to this. And then this to this so I can get out of my email. Okay, here we go. Remember, a man was arrested and charged, taken to jail while going into his court date for the most important hearing in the, the most important hearing in a criminal trial, the evidentiary hearing, where you get to question the officers and the witnesses and the fake victims about the validity of the evidence and the constitutionality of how it was gathered to get it thrown out and the case dismissed. The video we're about to see, this graphic video, led to a man being arrested before he could even attend that hearing because what happened in this video was worse. I will just let this play a few times. Everyone make some observations. I'm going to let it play a couple times in normal speed, and then I'm going to stop and break it down a little bit, and then we're going to go to the maps. Is that student jaywalking? I'm going to let it play like 4 or 5 times, you know, so that you can look at different areas of it for different things. Okay. So now let's establish where this is taking place at, right? You see the car go from drive to DR, right? D is drive, R. I don't know how to zoom in on this shit. How can I zoom in? Fuck if I know. If I had the technology, we'd be zooming in. But D is R. You know, D is drive, R is reverse. See, it goes P, R, N, D. So right now it's in drive. It goes in, look, see, there's a better view. P, R, N, D. It's a little Suzuki. Even though it says Chevrolet, it's a Suzuki. It's to get people, back then, you had to lie to people to get them to buy a Japanese car. And then it made people think Chevys were more reliable than they were because they were actually a Suzuki, but I digress. So P, R, N, D. It just went from D to R. Okay, D to R. P's up here, park. So D, N, R. Remember, this is violent graphic content. Shield your eyes if you're not comfortable looking at a shift in a gear indicator in a older car. I know some people are used to like knobs and dials and things and just pressing it goes but believe it or not, at one point you actually had to grab this little handle and move it. And so I know that's graphic content and it might scare people. And the clock is 3 hours off because I keep it on Eastern time because I have to work a lot on Eastern time. So it's 5:39. The building closed at 5. It's 5:39. Okay. I know this is graphic, people. Now that you've recovered from losing your breath and fainting, how graphic this is, let's continue. The vehicle in the video went from drive to reverse. What that means is the car was moving in one direction and then it immediately went back. It all of a sudden abruptly stopped, reversed. Okay, direction. Let's watch what happens as it reverses. So as you can see here, it's about even with this car that's parked here where this building is, where there's this sign that says something about beyond this point or something. You don't go beyond this point, right? Or something if you're not approved or whatever. Okay. So the car didn't go. So, I mean, if there's a sign that says don't go beyond this point, the car stopped. Whoop, can't go there. Throws it in reverse. Reverse, right? Okay, throws it in reverse. Let me get out of here. All right, so we can see. You can see. All right, look right there. As you can see, there's a gate right here. Road closed and shit. There's this sign that says like, "Don't go past here if you're not." You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is not open in public. See the gate right there. The law school is maybe this building, possibly this building. This might be. We'll look at the Google map. So we can see there's like these little tables for sitting, and then there's this student, and I think we have the person we need. There's a reward offered by Freedom Productions to get this student for a pretrial interview because this is obviously the student that doesn't know that that reverse and drive are not park. And so, but a bigger question is why all this person saw was a guy in a red hat, and they went and reported a guy in a red hat and a bow tie looking silly, and then they took it from there. But another observation to make is look down in my left mirror, and what do you see? So was it a student or was it one of these safety aids? Oops, I'll let the video play naturally. But so when we go to Google Maps, we can see the car never went past the edge of this red brick building or these gazebo things and this sidewalk. So basically it got to about right where this sidewalk is, threw it in reverse abruptly, Brr, brr. Oh, there it is. See, look, safety aid. I don't know if this is the police, something like the police. I don't know what this is, but maybe this person saw the car in the red hat. But why were they looking out for the person with the red hat? But let's use our powers of observation and go over all this, right? Okay. So the car starts to reverse, and then there's this parking lot right here. And because the road is not big enough to spin around, you got to do kind of like a 2-point back up and brrr. You can't just do a solid UE because there was a car and I didn't want to go up into the restricted area. I wanted to make it so I threw it in reverse, pinched in between that gray car and in front of this so that I could use the extra opening of the parking lot to spin around, right? Okay, that seems like common sense, like, but then there's this person here, right? So as I'm about to do my U-turn, I'm like, oh, since I know I'm going to go brrr into this a little bit and do my U-turn, I'm going to let this person cross the crosswalk, right? Cross the crosswalk. But look what happens. This person gets mesmerized by my red hat and bow tie, right? And me turning around. This person, watch him just gawk at me. They're like, who the fuck is this guy in a red hat and a bow tie? Watch. And it mesmerizes them because the sidewalk, this person should have kept walking across the sidewalk, across the crosswalk. But watch how this is like anybody that races motorcycles or cars or anything, or anybody that works in surveillance or any of that shit, intelligence. Watch how your eyes, if you lock too much onto something, you get drawn to it, right? So watch how this person get so locked onto my red hat that it makes them swerve a little bit. It's kind of like why texting and driving is bad, because if you're staring at your phone, you feel what I mean? Your mind disengages from, and so this person's like, oh fuck, a guy in a red hat with a bow tie. What the fuck? And then he sees me like trying to turn around and he's like, what the fuck's this guy doing, right? So instead of just walking across the sidewalk, watch what he does. He basically, slows up the U-turn. How is this parking though? This is doing a U-turn. He's like, whoa, that red hat and that bow tie is weird. See how he looks away and he's like, oh, that red hat and that bow tie. See how he was gonna go like that, and I believed he was gonna try to like get the license plate. So I just waited like that and drove away, right? So obviously, sitting here like this, he's probably right back there getting the license plate. Like who, or took his phone out, took a picture or something. We're gonna find out in court. But he obviously, look at him. He's like, what is this guy doing? Oh, red hat, bow tie. Red hat, bow tie. Let me see how he was like, see how he like, look, should I keep going on the sidewalk or look more at this guy? And then he let me get behind him. And is he pulling out his phone as I go by? So as I sit there, I turn right and drive home. That's all that happens after this, is I turn right and drive home. And so, does he take a picture of the car, the license plate, me, something, as I'm, as he is now like on the angle side behind me while I'm not paying attention to him? I'm just driving away because I'm not thinking anything about this person. So why would this person, that's why I'm like, why is this person, all right, get the fuck out of my way. Come on, bro, walk across the street. I gotta go, get the fuck out of the way, right? Now, if this dumbass was up at the corner, I wouldn't even have had to wait for him, right? If he would have walked up to the corner and walked across. So obviously that's the student that was there when but now we're going to see it was not 115 feet as we go to Google Map, but I'd say everything I've said so far up to this point, this video confirms it, right? I pulled in to about right here and went brr, 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 and turned around, right? Just like I said, brr, brr, gone, right? But this gawker, right, was like, what is this guy in the red hat and the bow tie doing while he was impeding me leaving? And then I mean, obviously, there's the student who saw me, quote unquote, attempting to park by turning around, never got out of my car, never got anywhere near this fucking place. Literally turned down, realized it said you can't go here, turned around and left. That's the definition of obeying the law. Literally, it said you can't drive down. Had to see how he was like right there. See how right there he was like, what is this guy? Wait, let me like get this guy's picture or something. Because if he would have went to the corner, he wouldn't have been able to take my picture. I'm sure he's taking my picture right there. And it's probably me in my red hat and bow tie. Because look, if he would have went across the thing, watch. See how he cut in front of me so that he could be driver's side so that when he's standing there, he can then take a picture of me while I'm waiting at the stop sign? Watch. This isn't fucking rocket science, dude. Look. Again, they lie, and then arrest you for some bullshit. Look. So look. Just watch this guy as he's about to cross the sidewalk, and he's just about to go to the other, complete the crossing of the opening onto the other crosswalk, and then he has like a double take, and he's like, I'm gonna, and then watch. And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna go that way. Oh no, I'm gonna go that way. And get a better look at this guy. Like, what is this guy doing? This guy in the red hat and the bow tie, this guy in the red hat and the bow tie. Now, I'd say it's pretty safe to assume he's doing something with his phone right now and taking a picture of the guy in the red hat and the bow tie and the green car. And then he said, oh, this guy, who knows what he was doing? That's what he was doing, right? Somebody always says cameras are career killers, right? Hey, so was that video showing? Can you tell me in the chat, was that video showing? Hey, is that video showing? You see how that red hat fucking is like, whoa. Somebody said in the chat one day, they're like, these people are magnetized to you or whatever. It's the red. I'm telling you, dude, it's the fucking dollar store bow tie and the red hat with the shirt with somebody that says constitutional proctology. They're like, the red hat, whose picture is that? They're trying to figure out whose picture, who's on the hat. So did you see the video? So can the chat confirm that the video, they saw the video of me doing a U-turn? Sir Mark, yeah, all good videos. Okay. Okay. So there's the video, right? Now let's go to the map. Remember, the golden ticket said I was 115 feet. You know what we like to do. Golden ticket, here we go. 115 feet. A student saw Myers attempting to park on the west side of the College of Law, approximately 115 feet from the building. Attempting to park. If Myers was attempting to park, he did a fucking shitty job, didn't he? Hey, chat. If Myers was doing a jury of the chat, if fucking a jury of the chat, was that attempting to park or a U-turn? Attempting to park. Let me type in this chat thing and see if you guys can hear me. Attempting to park or doing a U-turn. Oop, I didn't even spell park right. Was it Paul Walker 3 or 2? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because like I stopped, I reversed as I was thinking I was going to be a 3, but I kind of like, I didn't need to do the second. So to me, I backed and then I like created enough of an angle, and the car is so small that I just wanted to create enough of an opening where I could do a U-turn through the parking lot thing. I don't know if that necessarily, because if it was 3, I would have backed up like that, pulled forward a little bit, and then backed up again, but I never went into reverse the second time. I only went into reverse once, put it back in drive, waited for the student to clear the opening, and then drove off and drive. A 3-point, I think you got to go reverse, drive, reverse, drive, right? Or is that a 4-point? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe 2 is reverse drive, in a way, 3-point turn. All right. I mean, the car never stopped, man. So, I mean, to me, I didn't violate anything except what I'm about to do to them in federal court now with this lawsuit for this golden ticket, where that it said now 115 feet. Now, remember now, technology that I learned from Chucky Bronson. Maps. Oh, yeah. We'll go there. We'll go to the tape. This ain't no Kentucky Derby horse race either. This is fucking obviously not. Obviously, they just made up some shit to arrest me. Have no evidence. I have more evidence than them. And I'm Mike Oxlong reporting the evidence exclusively. Jennifer and Dave need to get a hold of me. Let's see. What does all this blue shit mean? Oh, it might be the bus route. Let's go to this thing. Right here. Right here. Helen Street. Right here. Right here. So, as we spoke about the other day, here's the parking lot here's the building that says you can't go past here. The gate's somewhere like right here, right? The gate is literally like right here, and the law building is right here. So the law building is right here. So just like I said, public street, like this. Okay, so went like this, realized it was not a public street, even though I was allowed to be here. Remember, I was allowed to be right here. I just wasn't allowed to be in this building right here. Or like on the sidewalk. See, and when I drove by the other day to go into court, you could see this sidewalk is obviously the normal sidewalk, and then there's like all this landscaping and light poles, and there's even a fucking bus stop, like maybe like right here, or right here. Maybe like right here, a public fucking bus stop. How the fuck can you tell somebody that they can't be on campus, but they can? That's a public bus stop right there. That's a fucking, I live in the city. This is the bus stop. This is the sidewalk. But remember, none of that, that's now. That's now. So when I'm saying, hey, can you see if you can walk by with a, because I was a band then. All I was not allowed to do was go to this building right here. And we can define this building as like, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say, we'll just even use 5 or 6 feet from, because like we determined here on the little mapper. All right, get rid of this because we don't need restaurants. We need evidence, distance. So we've already determined that like this is what I was trying to say. This is the actual fucking sidewalk. This is sick, this view. So this is what I was saying. This is the actual sidewalk. Watch, there's a bus stop up here. It even says fucking bike route, dude. The fuck, man? So I could be in this bike lane and on this sidewalk, but I just got arrested for fucking what we just saw, the U-turn? Look, watch. We're going along right here, and there's about to be a fucking bus stop for the public. Right there. See this white roof thing? Bus stop. That's a bus stop for any motherfucker on this planet. How the fuck are you telling somebody they can't use this bus stop because they're banned from your campus? The fucking campus is not the bus stop. But that's not relevant right now. What's relevant is that right now, even with the golden ticket, please don't reverse your car on Speedway Boulevard. That would be very unsafe and illegal. This is virtual. I know this is graphic images. All right, James College Road. There's 1201 right on the sign. These motherfuckers fucked themselves with the signs, with graphic video. And fucking look, see, there's 1201. So I think we can agree. Oops, why did it tilt like that? All right, so I think we can agree. There's 1201 with this blue sign, and they got this little rock thing here along the edge, right? And I even saw some gas lines in there and power lines. So it's a city easement. This is a public easement right here. Even where this sign is, I bet you if I really wanted to get nasty in court, I could prove that this sign is in the public easement and their property doesn't probably start to like this white wall or something, because at the very least there's a fucking street light right there, and that's a public easement. They don't build street lights on private property. They put them in the public easement. So that's a public easement. So Lane Myers could be standing right here right now, even after he was arrested. Lane Myers could be this close to campus. He could put his foot right fucking there, and right there. But he couldn't do the U-turn? Damn, and you can even do this and turn it? Oh, man. Tom, you hooked us up because we're about to get deep. All right, so can be like, 1 or 2, 3 feet. Okay. Then we go to reset. We go up here and we measure this out. So here's the point. And the U-turn took place right here. 174 feet. Just like I said in the fucking previous video, that when I pull this video out and show everybody, it's going to show me doing a U-turn about right here in this parking lot, right? I said that the day I got arrested, didn't I? I said, I guarantee you I didn't go past right fucking here. I went right here, pulled in here, did a fucking U-turn, and left. I don't know why these streets are all blue throughout this map. Okay. Why did it start that? Traffic? Local? Oh, it ain't Speedway Boulevard, ain't no fucking. It's a bike route. See the bus stop, just like I fucking said. There's a bus stop with the blue thing. Cool. Oh, look right there. Cool. The blue thing. That's what I thought it was, the bus for the blue route. There's different color bus routes. So, but anyways, right here, right? From right here to right here, 175, 180 feet from the building. Come in right here, realize it, turn around, leave like this, leave, leave, leave. Okay. So, you can be 6 feet from the building. You can't be 180. You can't do a U-turn because that's considered an attempt to park. So an attempt to park in the mouth of the parking lot and then coming here and then leaving, right? So then we see our student. So now we got to get him for an interview. We got to figure out who that is, and then we got to get an interview with him so they could testify what led them to report this U-turn to the police other than the red hat and the bow tie. And why did he cut in front of me and create an unsafe situation where he placed himself in front of my car in order to detain me long enough to take a picture? That's right? I mean, shit. If that student would have went across the crosswalk, right? Then I could have just did my U-turn safely, came up to the road, let him cross across, and drive away. But that person wanted to try to get behind my car or something. And obviously, now that we know they called the police, I mean, remember now, this is all in hindsight. I didn't know that at the time. I just thought I was just doing a U-turn, letting the motherfucker get the fuck out of the way and going by, right? Okay. I didn't even know who that, you know what I'm saying? All right, excuse me. Get the fuck out of my way, dumbass. I didn't even, you know what I mean? Just let him cross illegally in front of me and drove away when, like, I had no expectation that person was going to then notify the police of me doing a U-turn. What did they say? Hey, I saw this guy in a red hat and a bow tie. And they were like, what? And then they came over there and they're like, oh, that's Lane Myers? Obviously, these cops are not very high IQ. There's literally a video of the entire thing. What the fuck are they going to say, dude? What are they going to say in court? The judge is going to say, what the fuck did you guys arrest us for? So think about it. They interfered with my judicial proceeding court date over this. 100 feet, 188 feet from the building, did a U-turn and drove away. Never to be seen again at campus. And you must go to jail. Jail for that, man. Jail. missed court, jail, and never went past. Obviously, there's the car that's parked there. So got to about right. I'd say the farthest the human body of Lane Myers got was like right there. Okay, let's measure that out. 149 feet. 149 feet from a building that I could go down there right now and stand 6 feet away from. Oh, we can even show this in Google View too, I think. Oops. So if I go like this, somehow it was going to the Google View. There we go. There it is. There's where I turned around right there. So I turned like this, came like this. You can see how the street's like this and there's cars parked along here. Came like this. Wasn't enough space to do a U-turn. Backed up enough to create enough space to do a U-turn like this. Came like this and left. Is there even a stop sign here? Maybe it's right here. Huh. Why wouldn't there be a stop sign? That's weird. People could just pull out and crash into each other. There's a stop sign right here. Okay. So, anyways, guess you got to be careful pulling out. Unless there's some kind of technological glitch taking place. I don't. So, anyways, all right. Brrr, whoa, can't go there. Brrr. So it'd be like, whoa, can't go there. Turn around. Brrr. Away we go. Take him to jail. As long as you're gonna pay me a lot of money, you could take me to jail that day. Because that, folks, is why cameras are career killers, right? Oh, I'll play the video again. I'll let the video play for a few more. I'll fucking let it play right now. Watch. Play that shit on loop. Oh, it's been playing in the background the whole time. Brrr. They probably told them report anybody in a red hat. Graphic videos, people. Guys got headphones in, listening to music. You can see the little white earbuds in and shit, right? So he's bopping along in his little music, in his own fucking world, wanders off the sidewalk, gets mesmerized by the red hat. They're probably in there training him. If they're red hat, they're a maniac. Look at him. He's bobbing along with his little white earbuds in and shit. Da 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 da. What is this guy doing? Oh, what's this guy doing? Wait, what is this guy doing over here in the red hat? He's got his little fucking. You can see him. Watch up. I wish I could zoom in. You'd see his little white things in his ear. What are they called? AirPods or whatever. And fucking da da da. La-di-da-di. That's how they all walk anyways. They're either staring at their phone and or lost in space, walking out in a traffic. Don't. That's a different discussion though. But right here, look. Yeah, yeah. Did you think I was gonna back into the car or something? Into the safety aid truck maybe? I don't know. What's this guy doing? Parking the wrong way? I don't know. He's doing a U-turn. If you look in my passenger mirror, you can see that I didn't try to pull in the parking spot. I backed up straight and then cut a little angle in front of the car like that to be able to whip the Yui. Maybe he was just thinking that he moved out of my way by doing that. He should have just kept going across the thing. Now the way I look at it, once he realized that I was starting to move forward, he like jumped to the side a little, like, oh shit, that guy's coming this way. He probably at first thought I was gonna park. And then when I started moving again, he like had to move out of my way. So I don't know what he's trying to think here, but I wasn't attempting, I was trying to do a U-turn, Captain Obvious. He's probably not even American and he probably has never even driven. Not to be rude or funny. Because there's nothing wrong with being not American and not driving. I'm saying not to be rude or funny. I'm not trying to say that as a down put or anything. I'm just saying these are this dude's 18 to 22 years, 18 to 20 some years old. Fucking, who knows if he's ever. Does he know what a car driving looks like? But yeah, then he's like, oh, that car's coming this way. Shit, let me move out of the way. Got his little white things in his ear, fucking, and in his little own world, wandering around the streets. Besides, this guy's a terrorist threat. Let me report it. He's got a red hat. They told us if we see something, say something. A guy in a red hat, report it. If he has the bow tie, that's a level 1 threat. Hmm. Level 1 threat right there, folks. Extreme terrorism of the highest order. I can actually keep it like that and do this. Bam. Let's talk this chat for a minute. Oh, people want to know why? Here's the golden ticket. I was told I can't go. Let's pull that scam up too. This address right here, 1201 East Speedway, says I can't go uh to this location. Okay? Oh, that's not the court order. That's the thing they filled out. Right here. Right here. Defendant shall not go to this law school. And then I called up there about 7, 8 times. I called up there about 11 times. Why won't it highlight Tucson? That's weird. Huh. But interesting. I don't know enough about computers. But so anyways, so I called up there about 11 times, talked to 5 different officers, a bunch of dispatchers. They and even now after I've been arrested for this bullshit, they said that I can be on the sidewalk going past, but I couldn't do that U-turn, I guess. That was illegal. I guess that was a crime. And so I went to jail instead of going to court for my evidentiary hearing. So they said that this is where I can't go here, right? And then they said I violated that by being 100. I violated that when a student saw Myers attempting to park on the west side of the College of Law, approximately 115 feet from the building. Myers has no legitimate reason to be on campus. Actually, I do. I own a news broadcasting company, and I was coming there to do a news story about this unlawful injunction that was issued unlawfully. See all this unlawful, 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 unlawful. A lot of unlawful. Where'd it go? This is not a valid injunction. This is not a valid reason to get an injunction. This is $1 million lawsuit waiting to happen. This is the golden ticket that just put the, because remember, the judge issued this, not the U of A. So the judge said not to go to this building or near, whatever you want to call it. Near means I can walk down the sidewalk past it too. So I don't know how you can be near it 188 feet away, but you're allowed to be 3 feet away, but not 188, or you'll go to jail when you're supposed to go to court that day. They waited 5 days also. So anyways, the judge said this. So, but the judge didn't arrest me. These morons at the U of A did. Christopher Nathan Loya, Jay Bermudez, the whole department's in on it. They think they're gonna get away with it. This guy right here was the dirty ass fucking Oro Valley police chief. He's got lawsuits on his name. All of them are dirty. Here's the whole list of them. They're all dirty. They're all crooked. They won't get back to me because they know that I got them so deep in the king snake throat strangle that they know that anything they say to me can and will be used against them in a court of law. So they know that they're going to try to, you know how it's going to go, just like that. Be prepared, Freedom News Network, that just like we had to go after Deloria, we need the deposition. I can guarantee you that it'll be even harder to get a deposition of these morons for arresting me for driving through the parking lot in a circle and driving out. A place I was allowed to be. I was allowed to be, even if I would have parked my car right there and got out and started walking around, I was allowed to be there. As long as I didn't go up to like this threshold of this building. I could have parked right there and walked down the sidewalk, talked to people, went to the food places, got food, used their parking garage. Did a news story, did whatever. I could have sat at those parking tables and did a news story, which was actually my intent. But I was actually like pulled in there and I was like, there's nowhere to park here. So I'm just going to leave. And so there's a gate that doesn't go through. And I didn't want to park in the parking garage and do my story and then have my car be in the parking garage and them say you were at the park. Because you never know with these cops. They'll tell you, because they can lie. They'll say, yeah, as long as you don't go in the building, we'll arrest you for 115 feet away. But then a bunch of people call there and ask if they would arrest people for that. And they say, no, no. And then when they say, well, why'd you do it to Lane? They said, they don't got an answer why they arrested somebody that was 188 feet from the building in his car in a moving vehicle, never went into park, and then called it attempting to park. But I can guarantee you they're going to have a lot of explaining to do in court. They're going to have a lot of explaining to do. Or they're going to write me a big fat check to avoid going to court. But either way, they're either going to explain how this is a crime, or, excuse me, not, well, yeah, a crime, actually. I'm charged with a crime. They're going to have to explain how this is a violation of the court order in federal court in front of a jury who's then going to decide how much money they're going to pay me for the actions of these unlawful actions of these officers by arresting me and interfering with my court date over this. This is not a violation of the court order. A guy in a red hat and a bow tie doing a U-turn is not even close. And the court order would have said how many feet. Dawn Walton even said it herself, buddies. So, yep, like they like to tell us, we'll see you in court. But then what? I'm going to put these prosecutors like Matt Walker under bar suspension for 2 years just like this. And so now you can add these U of A cops to the list of people that I'm about to be in lawsuits with. It's all right here. Where's it at? Right here. Todd Kaufman. Make sure you get a hold of this guy and let him know that you want to report the graphic nature of the U-turn. It wasn't even an attempted park. It was just a U-turn. Huh, Todd? Because Todd won't call me back. He'll call other people back, but he won't call me back, huh, Todd? Because you don't want to get under that deposition with me, do you, Todd? You don't want to explain how you stopped me from going to court for doing a U-turn, do you, Todd? I'll be waiting. You got my number, Todd. Mike Oxlong reporting out here, right? That's what we got to do. Kaufman. Tucson sucks. Yeah, let's go through this for a few minutes, and then I got to get to work on some shit. I got to type motions. Let's see. I just had to put it out there that Willy Wonka is giving out golden tickets. The U of A is giving out golden tickets. Streaming my own stream. How do I do that? Fucking, let's see. Don't even have a dusty ass law book. Right, right. All right now, but we all can see, right? This guy, this guy, this is the guy that took me to the jail. This is the guy that stopped me from going in. This is the guy that, Todd Kaufman's the guy that stopped me from going in court. So let's get him. Let's get him in line with the Constitution. Let's get him in compliance, everyone. Let's explain to him. Let's get him to understand that it's like, bro. I guess we gotta get him to understand, right? That they can't do that shit. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong screen. Give me a second. So let's get him in compliance with the law. Let's get him understanding that they don't enforce feelings. Let's get him enforcing laws, not feelings or fake bullshit interfering with court dates. And that's what Mike Oxlong is here to bring you. All the truth in one big package.